up, YouTube land? We're back here with more Resident Evil 4 Professional. Whammy Wazzle, 2022.
It's just me and Spencer today.
Yo, no cap, Ben's not here, no bussin'.
On God, for real.
What do you think? All right, in all seriousness, the kid, and everyone knows what picture I'm talking about. The picture that's always used for Zoomers, you know, that like specific haircut kid.
Yeah, the perm.
Like
with the side cuts.
He has to know, right? Like he has to know. It's just.
I mean, it's everywhere. You have to be like completely off the grid to not know.
I wonder if I can Google that, because you know how like over the course of time, especially with the internet, nothing has like a mystery anymore. Like, you know, like the baby on Nirvana's Nevermind is like, hey, I'm this guy now, and it's like, okay, that's fine. So like and like I don't know, any meme, it's like, hey, remember this dog from this 20-year-old meme? Well, it's dead because it's a dog, and that was made 20 years ago.
Rip. Yeah, Frank Rizzi is dead.
Long cat was long. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but like he has to know, and I wonder if he's just like, if I saw that, I'd be like, oh my god, and you have to just become the exact opposite. He's like, hello, everyone. My name is Maximilian.
Yeah, it's hard to say if he embraced it or not. Probably not.
It's a heck of a haircut. I will say that. I thought that automatically killed you.
No, it doesn't automatically kill, especially on Pro, but it does a lot of damage. Anyway, because I'm doing all treasures, or all unique treasures, I should specify, I have to do both of these routes.
So, question of the part, how are you this week? What's going on? How's everything going? How's the frame rate on his rifle reloads?
It is so weird. Like, this port is, like, it's not horrendous, but it's not good either, but especially the reload animations. Like, I mean, the melee animations look fine, but why do specific animations not work well?
Yeah, I can't figure it out. Did we? Yeah, we talked last time. Resident Evil 4 is officially revealed for 2023.
And last part we were talking about, like, I wonder if their village is going to get a DLC. We went on about it for like 10 minutes. So yeah, that part's already immediately dated.
Because I've been a little behind the game, it is going to be uploaded and put public after the DLC. So if you watch that and you were like, wow, these dummies, we did talk about it before the DLC was announced.
Yeah, and we haven't done LPs for 2 weeks. Spencer just didn't upload it for a while. I mean, I can't complain. When I had to do it, I was super lazy about it too.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where I just wasn't home, and every time I would just friggin' forget. But they are uploaded now. I made sure of it. And then I'm going to start the file uploads for this tonight. We're going to get really caught up. But yeah, I'm glad for that. I love Village, so anything extra is good for me. I don't care. George was talking about, he was like, man, I'm going to be really disappointed if it's 2 hours. But if it's 3 hours, I'll be pretty happy. And I'm like...
It's so specific.
I'm like, okay.
I'm excited for it. It does look kind of cheapy because Rose is going through, like, the Mega Mycete, like, mind, but it's just using, like, RE7 and RE8 locales. Which, I mean, I'm going to enjoy it because I really like those games and I don't mind going through it again. But it does seem kind of cheapy.
I mean, RE7...
we'll see.
RE7 had a lot of DLC. We went through it all on this channel. And there was only one that stood out to me, which is End of Zoe, because you get to play as a unique character and everything. All the other ones were either, like, fun mini-games or something I instantly forget. Like, whatever Chris Redfield part you did, like, I barely remember it. I remember End of Zoe because that's fun. You get to use your fists and explode stuff.
The Chris one isn't too bad, but it could be better.
So I would rather have like one like really solid like. Do you remember expansion packs? Like, I would rather have a DLC that's like an expansion pack than just a bunch of like mini games and like What do you call those things like Black Ops Zombies, where it's like you just have to like you have to go like round by round? Do they have a specific term?
Sorry.
No, that's cool. There's that one where you have to like survive till what? Oh, I thought you threw. Huh.
I did throw a grenade, but it didn't hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the ones where you have to like survive till the end of the night, like just going from round to round. Like that's fine, but and I know there's a lot of replayability there, but I'd rather have like an actual story thing.
Lucky.
That was really nice and lucky. Most people will be like, "Hey, which one do you choose? The two El Gigantes or the two Chainsaw Ladies?" Trevor's answer: yes.
Yeah, I do definitely think the El Gigante is way easier. But,
you don't have to fight them. This one you have to fight them,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Or you have to fight at least one of them.
You have to, yeah, you have to kill one with the key, which I think is the blue one. Anyway, luckily I don't have to do the full thing, but the unique treasure is right in here. And honestly, whoops, no. Well, actually, I don't think it matters at all. I think this is the most obscure treasure in the game, in my opinion. So you have to go over here, open this door that you can barely see, go into this weird area.
I guarantee I've never gotten this.
Yeah. It's not down here, but there's like one more breakable thing.
Oh, I've absolutely never gotten
Yeah.
this.
But this is a really weird room by itself. First, like, it looks like this is a passage, but it isn't. And then there's nothing else here.
What did you get?
I didn't get anything. The secret is over here. You have to break this thing.
Yeah, I have 1,000% not gotten
I think this is the most obscure treasure in the game. And then it's just the red gem.
Oh, no wonder I've never put that thing together.
Just give me a second. I didn't mean to whistle for you. I don't know how you heard me from 10 miles away.
He's good at whistling.
Where are you going, Leon?
Where are you? Okay.
My name's Ashley. I can't do anything.
Alright, I'll catch you, Ashley.
Here's my wish list for RE4 Remake. You ready? Luis more in the game. That's it.
Yeah, Luis is definitely confirmed. I mean, I didn't think they were going to kind of, but, I don't know, changing him drastically for, like, Carlos.
I really like, world building through finding, like, memos and stuff like that. But I think one of the few faults of this game is you don't know much about Luis, and then he, spoilers, dies. And then you find out all about the rest that he's done, like, afterwards. I want it to be like an addition, like, oh, we know Lewis does this and here's a bonus, but you like really don't know Lewis unless you find all those memos.
Yeah, exactly.
A game that really did that like, I understand why they did it, but it bothered me because I like did not appreciate the story, is Doom 2016. Like, there's essentially no story in the gameplay part, and I get it because that's Doom. Doom is just like, and Doom 2016 is an awesome game, right? It's awesome. But like, if you want to like find any of the story stuff, you like legitimately have to find like these like kind of hard to find like data logs, and I don't know. That's tough because I do like the story of it.
So I'm going to be going for the kill because you get so much stuff, and it's not that hard. Reload this. But you want to break the boulder because the boulder doesn't do that much damage to him, but it'll block his way.
Oh, I see. Do you know what's actually a pretty cool boss? El Gigante with... I mean, it's so stupid, but El Gigante with giant beard in RE5 that you fight, like, only with the, like, Gatling gun is actually pretty cool.
It's cool, but I don't know.
Set pieces in games like these are kind of lame, I will agree.
Yeah.
The first time you do it, it's cool. But it's just like, the only part that people have any problem with in Village is the the House of Horrors. I forget what the name of the person
So
is.
if you kill El Gigante without it breaking any of these houses, you get some of this loot, but if you don't let it break any of the houses, you get so much loot.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
So yeah, I know. Like, it's like some parts in here, like, for instance, the set piece where this is near the very end, but when you're on the, kind of like a bulldozer, and Ashley has to drive it and everything, it's almost like a, what do they call them? An auto-scroller level, you know? And the first time you do it, you're like, oh my god, but then after that, like, I just want to go at my own pace.
Yep.
Are you gonna kill the other El Gigante?
There's only one in this.
Oh! Well.
Yeah, that's why I think this is way easier.
Oh, it's way easier. I thought there was two El Gigantes.
Yeah. And, like, if you have the TMP is the best against him, but if you have a decent TMP, like, he goes down not that much.
Well, jeez. I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite areas, just because it's, like, a small reprieve between constant fighting, and there's just kind of, like, it's the cool in-between between a bunch of areas.
Oh, for sure.
I've always really enjoyed it.
This game. So you want to have 4 incendiary grenades for,
The big cheese.
The big cheese. I forget his name. Mendez?
Chief Mendez.
Yeah. But you don't need more than 4, so I'm going to get rid of the
Okay.
one. He is incredibly weak to incendiary grenades for some reason. Alright, let's just go. This is a really long chapter. You have to do the 2 paths, then do this, then fight Mendez, then get to the castle. It's like such a long chapter.
Wow. I guess they probably looked at it and was like, it would be too short as 2 chapters.
Yes. And it's fitting that, I mean,
If
you just did the 2 parts and it was like, that's it.
This is a set piece too, but it doesn't bother me as much as the Ashley, what's the word I'm looking for? Bulldozer one I was just talking about. I think mostly because it's just much shorter. And
Yeah.
you only have to do it once no matter how many times you come up and down, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, and I think it's a pretty cool moment, and Ashley does little fist
I
bumps.
legitimately don't know if I ever noticed her doing that. That's really Kawaii.
Oh, by the way, Leon has the worst case of, what do you call it, Parkinson's? He can't,
just shaky hands.
he just has the worst shaky hands. He has worse shaky hands than me, and he's a professionally trained super soldier directly under the president, and his aim looks like this.
I wish I could be trained to like kind of do that, be able to be like,
my hands.
yep, to kind of be able to like, I can hold my breath and make this like amazing shot from super far away or whatever, or like just like a surgeon being like, yep, it's fine. Cut, I'm good, you know. I'd be like,
Yeah, especially like surgeons, you're like, make one mistake and the patient's dead, depending on the surgery.
I think that's why they go to school for 1,400 years. Boom!
I mean, I wonder if the surgeons like legitimately take like some sort of like tranquilizer before, just to like calm themselves.
Like, I don't know why I've thought about it, but like the one thing that would bother me most about like any sort of like doctor / surgeon / whatever, like when Ashley had Luna, they had to like call an anesthesiologist like off of like, you know, being like on call. And it was like 3 a.m. in the morning, and he was like, all right, I'll be right there. And it's like, dude, that would suck. Like, not only that, but it's like, it's different to be called into work at 3 a.m., but to be like, all right, you got to do this thing that, like, if you do it wrong, it can cause permanent damage, so we need you here in 15 minutes. Okay, sounds great.
Yeah.
And he was like 60-something years old, and he was great, but it's like, holy crap, like, I don't know. That's just something I could not do.
All right, so we got all the cat's eyes for the beer stein. And all the gems for the first... There's actually 2 of these masks in the game, but there's another set in the castle. But yeah, payday for us. Unfortunately, The merchant doesn't have anything actually.
All the
new.
rocket launchers.
It's tempting, but also I don't have the biggest thing.
Is that all?
Yeah, after Mendez, I'll have more than 100,000.
Let's go.
Alright. Did I no, I didn't reload it. Perfect.
Is that all? Come back anytime.
Nice. Alright. What's my inventory look like? Completely full, like always. But I will be using all 4 of those incendiary grenades, so that's nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, we just finished World Tour, and the Satch Boogie is the most catchy song in the world.
Sorry.
No,
It really is. What if they made one small change to this game and were like, hey, Ashley comes in with you.
Ashley, go hide.
Oh, man.
Right? Just for this.
Also, Ashley, man, I wonder if Ashley's actually going to be like a escort mission in the remake. I wonder if they're going to buy her. Ooh, it's been so long since I watched this cutscene. First person view.
It's like I'm really playing Village.
How? How did he do that?
Literally, Andre the Giant sneaks up on you. It's the one thing he can't do!
Oh, gosh. That was like directly on the back of his neck. This is me, by the way.
Yeah, literally. That's when the kids are like, can we go to the park? And I'm like, no. They just started running, knew.
Convenient.
Is that like gas?
Hasta luego.
Why didn't he then shoot the barrel?
Because it looked cooler. Oh, God.
Honestly, if I got this far, I'd probably just be like, well, I'm out.
Like, holy crap.
Just shoot yourself in the head. I'm out. See
and
ya.
Leon canonically only has a handgun.
Oh, right. Do you just use those grenades at the first part then?
No, you save 2 for the
Oh, okay.
the second part. In fact, he might be, yeah.
Wow!
He is so weak to incendiary grenades, I don't know why. It's nice to actually have a purpose for them because they are very useless after this fight.
Clearing out, like, lots of bad guys? Or no, not really?
It's just, it's bad at clearing out. Like, even the castle guys are very bad.
Huh.
Or just have too much health. They're too tanky.
One of the only areas I can think of, and...
Dead.
Oh my god. What about the one where you're in the castle and you're riding the elevator up? Would that help? In that part?
No, because you want to kick the guys off the elevator.
Yeah,
because,
you're right.
Wait.
You're right.
Yo, did you see that eye? That was the Elvis, like, brow eye.
Well, I mean, he's been through some crap, so he's probably like, you know what? This is a little weird. Just stay in here, like, the whole time.
Alright. It does seem pretty toasty in there. Toast.
Take your,
No, I don't want it in a grenade.
Take your time, look around, get the stuff. Get the spinel? I don't know if I ever knew how to pronounce that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
When are you gonna get the big attaché case? Never? You literally don't?
No, I get it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the meme that you're like, actually, I don't get it. Get wrecked.
How do I have 200 handgun bullets? Man, I'm so glad we get the large case.
I think it's attaché.
Attaché. It's me.
Attaché? It's probably attaché. Sorry. I'm stupid American that doesn't know anything. What if I checked the analytics of the channel was like
Are you okay, Leon?
65% of your viewers are in like just some random like European country? Slovenia. Hi, yes. Hello, I am Alex Swingle from Slovenia. Alex.
For some reason, that reminds me.
forever.
That reminds me of something very specific. There's this Japanese channel I watched that like pets and stuff, like just weird like Japanese pets, but they have subtitles for like Arabs, like that language, and it's just so specific. It's like I guess just like they watch that channel, so they have subtitles in
Arabic. Wow.
Very weird.
Yeah.
I like turn on subtitles thinking that it was gonna be English, but it was Arabic.
I wonder what happens if you go down there and you leave any enemies alive. You know what I'm saying? Do you still just go up, or
You definitely just go up.
okay? So they just kind of count them as
Yeah.
going away. All right, makes sense. How many times has this been done in movies or games, where like you either like get the eye of the person, or a bagger gets the eye of the person, or they literally just take the body up? I think that happens in MGS3, right?
You need to do it in MGS2, and you kind of need to do it in MGS3 as well.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of 2.
Yeah, 2 you definitely need them.
Are you gonna show the thing where you don't turn around?
Yeah, I can do that.
Hey, Ashley. Alright.
If you didn't know, there's a hidden. You can get money from there. Doesn't show it. Ooh, there's. And I think I already have enough handgun. Yeah, so a bunch of Kanados will spawn, but only if you're not looking at this. So if you just go up this backwards the entire way, they will never spawn.
And then, I guess, before you, like, completely go, just turn around real quick and see how there's gonna be a
Yeah.
billion of them. Literally.
There's a velvet blue over here.
No! 2,500!
I'm sorry, velvet blue.
Are you have to get one of each eye from the I think they're eyes from the bugs, because I know one of them's really rare.
Yeah, actually, one thing that's super annoying. There's actually 2 of those butterfly lamps, so
Okay.
you need to get 2 sets of the eyes.
I think it's blue. That's the rare
Yeah,
one.
blue is the rarest. Like, I want to say, I don't know the hard drop rates, but I honestly want to say that green eyes drop 90% of the time, red eyes drop 9% of the time, and blue eyes drop like 1% of the time.
That's definitely possible.
It definitely feels like it. Like when you're going through the part with the hive, it definitely feels like it is like 90% greens. But luckily, if you know a secret to knock down the hive preemptively, you're automatically guaranteed 1 blue. So you only need to get 1 blue drop. Alright, so we're in the castle.
Peaceful.
I do like the castle, but man, the difficulty jump from here onwards, it's so...
It's crazy.
Like, the difficulty jumps, like, it happens throughout the entire game, but, like, I would say that this chapter is one of the, like, hardest, especially with the weapons they are allowed.
Yes! 5Gs! I just feel like I know way too much about this freaking game.
I mean, both of us have played it 10,000 times apiece, but it's just one of those games that's it's fun no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I really don't like going to...
Are you gonna do the... I'm sorry, are you gonna do the, crap, what's it called? The merchant's,
Is that all? Is that
what you call it? The bottle cap thing?
What are you
The
buying?
gun gallery?
The problem is that if I do the gun gallery thing, you get so much money from doing it, and like it ruins the balance for me. But maybe I'll finish the game and then do that as like one of the... Because I'll do like Operation Ada and like probably some mercenary stuff, so I'll show it off.
Alright.
But I don't think I'll do it during this playthrough because you get so much money from doing it.
It is crazy.
So at this point, if you're smart, sell your rifle, get the semi-auto, because the semi-auto is just so much better than the regular rifle. But that's the one thing I'm doing. No rocket launchers and no semi-auto rifle, because it's way too good.
Is that okay? Thank you.
When you get in the riot gun.
Is that okay?
You don't get the riot gun until chapter 3-2, I think.
Oh, wow.
So I have to, or not riot gun, you don't get the striker until chapter 3-2. Okay. And the riot gun is junk. So at this point, like, it's like, do I want to invest a bunch of money in the shotgun? I'm going to be using it a lot, so I should. But I'm not going to upgrade, like, the capacity or reload, like, at all anymore.
Yeah, what's the point?
Is that okay? Thank you.
For me in video games, especially nowadays when it's like, not even time-wise, but like just, like putting like effort into something, I want to like have fun, you know, just fun with it. I know that's crazy, right? Just having fun with a video game, like, it's ridiculous. But, what was I gonna say? Like, it's so hard to find something like this where, Resident Evil 4, where like, there is an upgrade system for stuff, but it's not too easy and not too ridiculous.
It's segmented. Like, Village copied that, like, almost the exact same.
Like, I freaking... I like Resident Evil Revelations 2, but their systems of, like, gaining, like... I think they call it BP, battle points or whatever, is absurd. Like, there's just... I think the perfect amount of times to go through a game to unlock everything is like 2.5, which is pretty much what this is. By like your third playthrough, you're going to be getting the Chicago typewriter, you know? Like, there's really no reason to unlock like all the weapons. You'd have to go through a game like 5 or 6 or 7 times. Whereas like a lot of games like Resident Evil 5 and 6 and the Revelations, it is more than 2 playthroughs.
Yeah.
And
like as a kid, I loved going through this game with the Chicago typewriter and a bunch of other stuff and just steamrolling it. But nowadays, I definitely like only doing like new game.
Oh yeah, but just even the progression, it's like just the progression in certain games is just so awesome, and this is one of them. And Village was another one for me as well, where the progression was just awesome. In fact, I got to the point where I got the double S on all the merchants, and I unlocked like it was like the saber or something like that. I literally used it for 5 seconds and was like, I'm good. Like it wasn't about like using it. It was just about being like, sick. I earned it. It was a lot of fun earning it.
Exactly. Yeah, and Village is really weird because it has Village's Shadows mode, which like if you do that like
it's so hard.
New game, it is so impossible.
I don't play many games that are, like, very specific for their difficulties, and I certainly don't play the hardest difficulty on, like, any game, but Village's Shadows is, like, absurd.
Yeah, doing it new game is absolutely zero fun, but I think Veteran, or whatever it's called, Hardcore, is a decent playthrough. It's just, because it has the upgrade system, like, there's so many times that you'll, get to a boss where you're just like, you get to like Lady D, like the actual final boss, and you're just like wailing on her with bullets for like 10 minutes in a row. It's like, oh, this is fun. You watch Village's Shadows like speedruns, and it's just like, gotta use the rifle for 10 minutes.
For some reason,
because obviously they're gonna do, it's either New Game, because New Game Plus is like, I just have the best Magnum, and she goes down in 30 seconds. Like, you just have the disparity of, you can't like either do like one playthrough things where you just have a few upgrades. Like, you just can't do that.
I'm not 100% sure why, but the where we are right now in the castle, like the it looks much prettier right now than it did in the village. Like the textures on the actual building. I don't know if I'm just noticing it now because whatever.
Yeah, I think this area looks pretty good. I mean,
it's probably because it's smaller.
Yeah, and the village is like very brown and just I'm not gonna say it's generic, but it's like simple geometry. But like this is it's gray, but I think the textures are a little bit better. And yeah, I definitely agree.